I have witnessed battles where numbers deceived even the proudest hearts. Tonight's tale is one of them. The field opened crimson beneath us, a pit of jagged roots and ash. Across that scarred ground stood the host of the Radiant, a congregation of winged healers and chanting priests. Each prayer they offered became a spark of life in their master's chest. Their candles never burned out. By the time the first dust of steel touched the wind, their lifeblood had risen to 90. A mountain of hope they believed could never be climbed. Opposite them stood the Wanderer of the Loop. His lantern burned low, his own life force wavering at 6, 10. Never more than a breath from silence. Beside him, only a handful of allies. A black-winged Aven circling overhead. A steel-eyed duelist with a crimson banner. A spectral swordsman that rose from shadows. And 2 silent figures cloaked in law. The Watcher of Exile and the Keeper of Chains. Between them, the Palantir of Orthane flickered with every heartbeat, whispering the weight of coming days. The Radiant host believed the battle already theirs. Why fear a handful of stragglers when the sky is heavy with angels and the altar overflows with worshippers? Their leader lifted his hand, and the white tide surged forward, wings flashing, voices rising, each strike promising the Loop Walker's end. But the Loop does not bow to numbers. At the edge of ruin, the Wanderer's gaze fell upon the Watcher of Exile. Her voice was low, steady as a winter tide. Let them reveal their true servants. With a single gesture, she tore open the Radiant host's own scripture, summoning 3 of their sacred beasts out of their holy vaults and binding them to her side. The host's chant faltered. Their own saints now fought beneath a different banner. Yet the tide still pressed in. A wave of tokens, zealots, healers, all drawn to the illusion of endless life. The Wanderer held his ground, fingers brushing the spine of an ancient decree. A command written before the first banners were sown into the earth. And when the zealots came within a blade's width of his heart, he cast that decree aloud. All flesh shall return to dust. The wrath descended. Blinding light scoured wings from the air and silenced the drums of their charge. In a breath, the vast army of 90 hearts was nothing but ash and drifting feathers. Their mountain of life stood, yet there were no hands left to defend it. From that hollow silence rose the crimson-bannered duelist, his blade drawn for the countermarch. Beside him strode the horned sire, A beast who carves through fate itself to seek the next killing stroke. Together they advanced, while the Palantir pulsed, each beat marking the foe's dwindling hope. The Radiant Master staggered. He had the life of a god, yet no shield to raise, no prayer to summon. Every swing from the loop's champions carved deeper, and still the mountain of 90 fell like sand through a fist. When the last vestiges of the host were burned away, and their altar lay empty, the Wanderer stood in the red mist, only a handful of allies by his side, life still clinging like torn cloth. He looked upon the fallen, and spoke not of triumph, but of truth. Life untested by struggle is no fortress. A mountain built on borrowed breath crumbles the moment the storm comes. The loop waits for all who hide behind numbers. Thus ended the false comfort of the radiant host. Their countless prayers could not save them from the one law that shapes every battlefield. When the loop decides the hour, even 90 hearts beating as one cannot outrun the collapse of their own illusions. I am Orbis of the Sixth Exile. I was born in the loop. You were merely caught in it.